7 tips dating beautiful single mothers in Ukraine. We are back for part number 2, and we keep discussing 7 main rules how to make your relationship with a beautiful Ukrainian single mother successful, what you should actually do and what not to do in this way. Also, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel in order not to miss our live broadcasts, which are coming to you 3 times per week, every Thursday 6 a.m. Eastern Time and every Saturday, Sunday 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So we stop with you at tip number 4, and is don't insist on meeting a child. Some guys wise enough and they understand that the way to women's heart is laying via child. And if you think you can take advantage from this, don't do it quite fast, don't push her and don't be in a hurry, because it needs to be specific time when you can meet with the child, when the woman actually will be ready. So we are talking about the situation when you have burning desire to meet your kid face to face, and it seems to be necessary and a really good thing if you're dating with her on regular basis and if you have some serious intentions, not just sex or just spending time with her. So no, and one more time, no, guys. Ukrainian single mother will vote for the guy, first of all, who will be more distant, at least from the beginning, than that guy who will try to approach kid no matter what. Very rare mother will report to her small child that she is dating a man until the child won't start asking specific questions by himself. Remember, there is nothing worse than when your child keeps asking you where is the father or where is the man whom the child get used to. That's really a great suffer for both, for mother and for child. And it's not so bad, just the absence of the man at home. Then all those heartbreaking questions, where he is and when we are going to circus or to the zoo all together or to amusement park, all this makes them both suffer very much. Please be careful about kids' feelings, and if you see mom is not ready to tell the kid about you still, means it's not the time yet. And she will do it for sure when she will be sure in you, confident in you, and when she will understand you gonna stay with them in future. So that's very important. And I know for myself, when I divorced with my husband, my daughter loved the father very much, and it was a real disaster. Every single day she was talking and talking. Where is the father? Let's go to him. Why you cannot write him a letter that I miss him, and everything. And it can be continuing for many, many years, believe me. No need to explain the child that the father was bad or it was some mistake. Just some reasonable reason, okay? So sometimes it can happen between 2 adult people, but it doesn't mean father doesn't love you. But trust me, that's a great suffer for both. And actually, you should understand, if you start meeting child personally, you go to some place, you give the child some positive emotions, you bring maybe some presents, some sweets, you played with him, you give him time, and the child easily can get used to this, and he can get used to the schedule when you come to them or when you meet with them, maybe on specific weekends or once a month or twice a month, whenever, okay? And it can really be a disaster if something won't work with you, between you and your woman. The child will keep asking mom, where is Pete or Andrew or something, what's going on, where is he? And then the woman will have another man if something didn't go smooth with you. So that will be a great question for her when she needs to tell the child that another man appeared in their life. And of course she will keep it in secret as much as she can. So please remember, this is very important tip as well. Men not so much sensitive, not so touchy, and of course if they're not in the shoes of women, they cannot understand it easily. So please be careful about this. And guys, tip number 5, don't teach her how to be a good mother. It's not your business, guys, with whom she left the child in order to have a chance to meet with you. She doesn't need your advices, no matter what. If you also divorced or if you're a widower and you brought your kids maybe by your own, and you know a lot about kids stuff, and you can give really good advices. For the beginning of relations, don't do and don't give these advices to her. She really doesn't need them. Only in case, maybe when you are a professional pediatrist, maybe then she will listen to you. And if not, then just let her do it, what she needs to do, and how she thinks she is doing okay and she is doing right. So if you have good intentions, all what you do will be accepted with a quite big aggression, because more often your opinions will be different. Maybe you think child can stay with adults longer, maybe watch some animated cartoons till 10 p.m. but she thinks exactly sharp at 9 p.m. kids needs to go to bed. Or maybe you're given too much sweets and she tries to keep on a diet and she tries to do a healthy way of life. And if you will start arguing about this, believe me, she will be very upset and disappointed. And actually being a mom and being involved in all that stuff regarding this is only her territory. So if you try to attack this territory, to step on it when it's too early, maybe later, yes, but when it's too early, it's too early. Even calm and balanced woman can turn into a wild, furious female, and she will protect her territory, believe me, and all your comments and arguments will just irritate her. Also, all these conversations probably can remind her about probably same topic she was discussed with her ex-husband or father of the child. Maybe he was also disagree with some rules or some traditions in the family. And of course, if she will understand it's again and again same situation, so her reaction can be quite negative, and you can actually destroy your relations at the very beginning with her. Tip number 6, guy. Don't get involved into her relationship with child's father or ex-husband. I think this obvious, and by old women's tradition, not only in Ukraine, somewhere else, it's quite common to feel a lot of negative feelings towards her ex. So there is always a strange, mysterious story, quite difficult one, of two people, and it's much safer for you not to be involved in it. You will never know whose exactly fault it was, who was guilty, and in every relationship both partners are guilty. There is no one person is absolutely good and one is absolutely bad. So always there is someone's fault. And of course, judgment based only on what she is telling you can be absolutely wrong, because of course nobody will tell you. Maybe if she is wise, she will tell you, okay, I understand now, I got my lesson, I was wrong doing that and that. In this case, yes, you can comment a little bit, but no matter what, you're gonna tell her after next heartbreaking story. All these can work against you in the future. I understand that's easier to tell than to do, but your girlfriend always will try to involve you in that constantly, and she will talk about this. She will share with you some bad experience from her life, when her ex-husband or father of the kid was treating her badly, and they had some misunderstanding. She's just looking for your support, emotional response. And if you will tell her oh my God, he's such a jerk, or I would never do something like this, he was completely wrong, who could do that? You will never know how your relationship will go with her. And who knows, maybe if you will have some problems, maybe you also will do something wrong. And in this case, she will actually discuss you and your story with her next man, and he will keep trying to support her by telling, oh my God, how he could do it. So please try to keep distance from this by commenting and giving your reasons and trying really to agree with all her bad reasons why her past relationship didn't work. You just make the situation even worse for you, first of all. And then you remember, the more rare the ghost of her ex will appear between both of you in your relationship, the more pleasant relationship you can build with her, and actually the more successful they will be. Just try to learn to noodle professionally and to make positive and friendly face expression. Like you listen to her, okay, I understand you, I'm here, don't worry, but try not to comment too much, because otherwise your first desire will be to protect her, to support her, and to show her that you're not that type of man. You're not the man who can treat woman like her ex. And you never know what's gonna happen in the future. So please be careful about that. And tip number 7, guys, of course, it's well known for you because we discuss it many times with you. You need to be a good provider if you have serious intentions, of course. And don't forget to bring presents to her kid, even if she is not still ready to meet you face to face with her kid and she doesn't want to let him know. But anyway, if you will bring something, if you will buy something, maybe you go shopping together, maybe something, and if you buy something tasty or some small toy and something, and just tell her, okay, this is for your son, or this is for your daughter, or what do you think, this type of chocolate your daughter will prefer more than that one, and you give it to her. She will bring her to home. Maybe she will tell, just one of my friend gave it to you. The kid will be happy, and day by day mom will trust you more. She will understand you take care and you're really attentive, and it's not like you don't care she at all has a child. So please remember about this, okay? And then in this way, if you follow these main instructions, of course there are a lot of different small specific rules, yes, but that was the list of main rules, how to make this relationship successful. Harry, what means спасибо большое, Vita? I'm not finishing still, and I want to give you some small piece of information, guys, for those who already may be in relationship with a Ukrainian single mother and who actually plans to bring the child abroad. So that can be an issue. You know, if the woman is a widow and if her ex-husband or father of the child just died, then there won't be any problem for you to bring the child legally abroad. She can go to the lawyer, make all documents, no problem, absolutely. But if they are divorced and if the father is still legally a father and his paternal responsibility still officially on the papers, so it can be really an issue for you because, you know, the child should get the allowance, the mother actually should get the allowance, permission from the father to bring the child away, to bring the child abroad. And trust me, there are two types of men. One man who just adores his child and who supports her financially, and he of course has right to see and to meet his own child, even if he wants for him a better future. Anyway, it's his child. The child is not just the property of mother. And in this case, father just cannot give the permission because he has right to see his child how much he wants and how much he has to. But in case he's just a bad person, okay, he doesn't support financially or something like this, and of course he will try to take advantage because once maybe he will get the phone call from his ex-wife, okay, listen, I am planning to move to another country, I am planning to get married and I need a permission from you. Or in this case, man can be happy. You are going to marry with a foreigner, so now it's my chance to take advantage from this situation. And in this case, of course, he can start blackmailing women. He can ask quite for big amount of money just to get this permission. And sometimes I heard these stories. One of my friends just got into this trap, and the guy asked for $10,000 as a gift, as a payment, actually, for that permission. Before, many years ago, like 10-15 years ago, there were a possibility to do this illegally, just to go to the lawyer, to make fake documents, okay, as if father agreed to take this permission and just go and forget. But now it's more strict rules, and it's practically impossible because everything is checked thoroughly. And if something happens and men go to court or to police, and claim that the woman actually took abroad his child without his official permission, it can be a real issue, and the woman with the child can be brought back. So in this case, what I can advise, the woman, if she knows that the man is not going to give this permission, she just need to go to the court and explain there everything. But there is two ways. If the person doesn't support financially, never involved in the family life, never help and support the child, so there is a chance, but still not 100% guarantee. If the man supports financially, doing everything, meet with the child on regular basis, the court can reject actually this application, and woman needs to stay here with the child. She can't go abroad. Some women I know, by my opinion, there are no good women. They just abandon their kids here for their grandmothers or older sisters or something like this, just to create her family life with a new man, and the child is growing up here with the grandmothers. But if you're a good man, if you really care about your woman and her happiness, don't do and don't accept this situation, because you always should remember, if she treats her own child right now like this, something can be happened with your mutual children in future. Who knows what situation you will get into. So please be careful about this. And actually, I wish all of you success and good luck in your relationship with the beautiful Ukrainian single mothers. Harry, you explain things very well. Also, you have really good English. Oh my God, Harry. Thanks. I hope, guys, this topic was useful for you, and you really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, we have just a few minutes. Maybe you can ask me something, and I will be happy to give you an answer. Harry, Vita, I thought all females were wild and furious. Not everyone. They're just crazy, can be just crazy. But if the woman is good and calm, and if you try to take part of her territory, giving wrong advices, or maybe just teaching her to do this or that, yeah, believe me, a woman can really get furious, and actually she will be very upset, disappointed, and maybe she will try to keep you a little bit distant because you are approaching too close and she is not ready yet. When the man is already a husband, when he took all responsibility, financial and moral, about both of them, mother and kid, then he can be considered to be a father already, because he pays for education, for medical care, he provides food and everything. He is really taking part into the kid's life. Then he has a right to teach her, and maybe sometimes to guide her in the right direction, because it's not necessary to tell that all women always right. Maybe even she's a mother, but sometimes they are doing wrong, and sometimes even men can know better. Yeah, but if you don't want to destroy this relationship, try to avoid these advices, at least at the beginning, when you're not still a good couple, when you're not confident in your future relationship. When you will take responsibility, then yes, you have right to teach her, to point something, to hint, and maybe to implement your own methods of bringing up. In this case, it can be more successful. And of course, remember, when the mother see happy face, smiling face of her child, you will be the best man for her, and she will do everything for you. That's for sure. What about single grandmothers? Single great grandmothers. Not everyone is 20-30 years old. Some of us are very old. Yeah, some of you are very old, but single grandmothers, not a problem. Their kids already grown up. They can easily move abroad. And what you will need to do, just maybe to let her go home sometimes, to take care about grandchildren, maybe to invite her son or daughter with grandchildren to your country, maybe to let her, to give her possibility to support financially, if it's okay for you, because life in Ukraine is quite hard, and if you're okay with this, Sometimes she can send parcels to her family, sometimes she can help with money, even $100, $200, sometime from time to time can be really great support. And of course, family will be happy, your wife will be happy, and she will make you double happy in that case. So hope you understand this. So guys, any questions regarding this topic for today? Maybe I missed some questions. Let me check. The woman should set the time when to introduce the child. Yeah, actually she decide, and she know the psychology of her child. She know how he will react. I know some single mothers who used to change men quite often. And poor children, when they explaining like to other people, that Pete came last week and brought me that small car. And 2 weeks ago, Andrew brought me to the circus. Or some Nick brought me to McDonald's. It's horrible. And then I ask woman, why all these names? Why your child know all these names? Why you let your child suffer every time when he get used, when he starts to get positive emotions from father? Why he should suffer? Why you introduce all of these men? And of course, some stupid Ukrainian women can bring even those men into the house. And of course, it's not appropriate, not acceptable, and it damage a lot child's psychology. So I hope you won't date with such type of women. So she needs to be careful. And first of all, child is a priority, and his emotional condition for every mother. In this case, believe me, you will find the compromise. You will make her happy and her child, and they both make happy you. Okay, guys, so for now, I guess that's it. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for your questions. Hope you liked and enjoyed this topic today. We meet with you next Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and also Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel by simply clicking subscribe button in the lower right of the screen in order not to miss our live broadcasts. I love all of you. I wish you all nice working day. See you later.